Welcome back to Mainville ATV and Outdoors.
Where we do all things all-terrain.
Oh, I thought I was going to do the all-terrain part. Like all things all-terrain.
Well, we can try that.
No, that would have been, it's too late. So just so you guys know, this is a knife that my buddy and I made in his home forge out of an old wrench, and I've decided that it is now my microphone for the day. First sponsor of the build is Original Moz Design. They're a company that we worked with in the past. They are Canadian and they do incredible work. All sorts of CNC, lathe, milling, like incredible stuff that I just don't understand. I have a great video that I did with them last year. If you want to go check out their shop and what they're all about, it's super awesome and they're only getting better. Since that video, they've done their own powder coating booth. They've added machines, they're adding products. It's pretty awesome. What we've got for the Renegade is basically their whole lineup. We have the steering stem brace. This is important because actually on the Outlander, when I ran like assassinators and stuff, I actually had to go and get my steering stem re-welded and straightened out. This actually reinforces the entire tube. We'll show you guys that when we get there. Obviously we have their 2.0 gas cap, which is pretty killer. This is a lot of bling for the most part. We have their tie rods, which they did powder coat for us, which is sick. Shifter, this is my favorite, but they actually have multiple different shifters. This is the actual riser here in a 2-inch. So that works in combination with the steering stem, so it ends up being a little bit more. But you can actually get I believe a 3-inch also. And then we have the Fairlead here. And I have to actually switch to a synthetic rope to run that because a steel wire rope will just chew that to bits. But that's what we have going on today, and we're actually going to get into the install.
Oh, hey there. Welcome back from 2 seconds ago with Kyle. Welcome back. I'm here to talk to you about the most important upgrade, the gas cap. Here with me.
Wait. We got to break out the instructions.
No instructions.
We don't have instructions?
No. Step 1, yeet off the old one. Step 2, cross thread this to make sure that it is difficult for future applications. Oh my God.
You're not making that up. I was going to say don't He-Man it, but I don't think you were.
That's not going anywhere. And that's it. Tune in for our next video. Imagine a gas cap video.
We need a rating. 1 to 10, difficulty of install.
2, just because the grip.
2. Okay. OMD gas cap install, rating 2 out of 10 in difficulty.
I just want to...
Guy tells us we're supposed to do the projects. Takes the tools from us.
I just wanted to pre-do it for Cass.
No, that biases the install difficulty rating.
Install difficulty rating, husband level.
Why is this going so hardcore?
Bear
All right, Cass. So just... you're good to go.
You gotta hold them both now.
Yeah, Cass, just you want to turn that left. Oh, yeah, nice and easy, perfect. That's how fast that comes off, great.
Just yeet that out of there. Anymore?
Yeah, we're gonna put the new one on. No struggles whatsoever. I didn't, righty-loosey. Cass is just tightening this up, good job. 3 people for 1 nut here. Okay, she's figuring it out, folks.
Look at that.
No.
I think you're going further away.
Then go the other direction. This is going to be a nightmare to edit.
Focus.
Got her done. Got her dialed in. Nice job. Wait, why are we back to the little one? 1 second.
We're not supposed to talk about what size it is. Remember? We weren't going to
I'm insecure. I needed the bigger one. So we got the OMD shifter on now. We're good to go.
No, we got to make the decision. We have to make the decision. Sorry, my mic is over there.
This is just chaos, guys.
Yes. Do we line the shifter up with the bike or with the shift pattern? So it needs a...
Like that? I think that's good.
I feel better now.
Drake is good with it?
Chicken dinner.
We're just collecting tools because now we're gonna do the steering brace with Drake here.
Yes. Mechanical experience is 0. Let's do this. Oh.
Yes.
Never had another man put his hard steel in my mouth.
Can we just not?
We are doing the
I don't know.
handlebar, steering stem, riser, strengthening. Kyle had a fancy name for it. Anyway.
2-inch riser, maybe 3. I'm not sure. 2.
Oh, there's 1. Oh, there's 2.
I loosened that one for you.
You know what the fun part's going to be? There's probably going to have to be like 100 zip ties cut to extend this 2 inches. Is the brake line long enough?
It was on the Outlander.
That was the Outlander. And knowing Kyle, he probably stretched it to all living potato berries. Now I got that TikTok in my head. You want to hear something to drive Kyle's OCD nuts? Every time you ratchet a ratchet, it's a different number of teeth you've ratcheted backwards and forwards. Am I blind here, folks? Where are the side cutters again? Did we use them over here? Where's your tool pile from your... Yeah, those.
Do we have black zip ties to replace these? Kyle?
Yeah, we do. In my trailer.
Do you actually?
Yeah. Wiring harness cut in 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you what. This side was assembled by hand tools. This side was assembled by the Dugga gun at the factory. Okay, so we got the factory, we'll call it the factory riser, handlebar mounts off. We're ready for the OMD steering stem support. Look, I got it right that time. And I was looking at the hardware. There's these bushings that you can put in if you have, I believe Kyle was saying, like a more base model Renegade that has the smaller diameter handlebars. And I took one of these bushings and I put it in the riser. And it fits to ridiculous precisions. Like it's, like, how can I do this? Here, look. Amazing. So yeah, we'll get this in. And then we're gonna have to slowly build our way up because there's bolts that go in from the back and bolts in from the front. Down in the tube of the machine on the factory side, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. The welds that hold this plate on, the penetration goes through the tube and there's like welding spackle. And OMD's measurements are so precise that that's gonna give us an issue. So we're gonna get the old file out and make steel go away, hopefully. And hopefully there isn't welds further down the tube. Yeah.
A little bit of Loctite?
Yes.
Just on the backside ones for sure.
Okay, for you people that use Loctite, a dab will do ya. I've had apprentices that work for me that are just like, blah, paint all the threads. There's one missing.
Dab will do ya, dog will screw ya.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't drop the bolt down.
Bam, there you have it. All said and done. So we have the steering column reinforcement all the way down. That turns into your 2-inch riser and then obviously finished off with this really beautiful block up top. All billet, and we got this in a more like semi-gloss powder coat. They do all of that in-house, really incredible work. I don't know if they do the engraving in-house. They might send it out for that, I'm not sure. Pretty slick stuff, really happy with that. The last time I had this, I actually didn't do the reinforcement down the column, and I did, in fact, break and crack a weld on that top plate. So we're gonna see if we can switch it up this time. We had a few adjustments we had to make. So a lot of the zip ties that were holding onto this, I wanted things routed a little differently, with mostly just out of pickiness, but we got all that done. The horn, we removed a lot of these plastics just to check out what was going on, make sure nothing was gonna get bound up, but everything's good to go. It's at the perfect ride height, I think right in the middle between myself and Cass, because we're both gonna be riding this machine. So a lot of this stuff pretty slick. One of the next things we're gonna do is actually the tie rod. Now I'm gonna jack this thing up, we're gonna remove a tire, and I'm gonna show you how you can just change them on the spot and you can keep your alignment pretty well perfect. So this is something that they make, and what it does is they're a little bit stronger because if one of these tires grabs onto like a deep set rut or something and it veers off in a different direction your machine's going, you can quite easily bend these components, which I have done twice on my XMR Outlander, my 2018 that we had before. So I'm gonna show you what this is all about. We're gonna jack it up, get this thing out of here. This thing's so freaking new, I've got stickers everywhere. Don't do this at home, kids. You're not supposed to use a 1/2 inch like this. Break them on the ground and then, what is it? Do as I say, not as I do. Wonder what tire we're gonna go with on a Renegade. There's so many choices. There actually is a lot of choices, but there's only really one if you want, maximum mud results. Leave a comment down below if you think you know what it's gonna be. You know what? These Cryptids are not a bad tire. Like, we joke about cryptids and all that stuff, but I mean, I really don't mind them. They're not like the king of anything. They're kind of a middle of the road on all fronts, but I don't see anything wrong with them. We'll get a dollar or two for them. Brand new, still got the nipples on them, and then we'll get the tire that we know we're gonna get. We went and measured everything here, and it's actually 13.5 inches essentially on both sides. So obviously from manufacturer, it's 13.5 inches, at least for this platform. So what you can do is you're gonna see like alignment marks on these things, if you've ever done an alignment in automotive or anything. So these things are threaded in opposite directions on either end. So you can unscrew this as long as you jack it up in the air, you grab the new one, place it in, and then you can just line up both ends, the actual ball joints, and you can screw them right in. So then you just make sure that you go from wherever you measured and get your 13.5 inches, crank them down, and then you use the lock nuts to sort it out. That's literally how simple it is. You don't have to like remove anything and do it on a table or whatever. You can just do it right here. I mean, there's not much more to it.
They say it's good to walk your jack at least twice a day.
They can't hear you.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
They say it's important to walk your jack at least twice a day.
Oh boy.
Where are we going?
To get my torque wrench. That's a loader. Okay. 60 foot-pounds, kids. No less, no more. Thrilling content. I gotta be careful with this. So the only modification that we're not going to be installing tonight that we did get is actually the Fairlead. And I mentioned it earlier, the big reason we're not going to is because we're using steel wire rope right now. I am going to switch to a synthetic. Normally I wouldn't, but I want to try out a few products. Obviously this being one, and I want to try some different synthetic ropes. We also have some other modifications coming, but I will install this down the road and we'll get that on. I do want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button, because I know you will. And go and check out Original Moz Design. They're awesome. They've been supporting us for a couple of years now. Wicked folks down there. Nice, small, family-operated business. And I can't be any more thankful for the whole thing. So I know this is the worst instructional video you have ever seen. That's just the way we are, and I don't edit that stuff out. So here we are. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next time. And lastly, thank you to all of these members that are right here because of my sick editing skills. You see them all? Thank you for directly supporting what we do. See you, dudes.